Good day, all children around the world. For all of you are children of the Most High. It doesn't matter where you live, who you are, what title you carry for yourself, or what you claim to be. You're all children of the Most High. To introduce myself, I am the Angel Gabriel. I am the one sent. I am the only son of the living Creator whose name is Yahweh, like a breath. His name is like a breath because it precedes in all literature and all words. The Father's name, the only way it can be pronounced is like a breath. You breathe in and you breathe out, and that is my Father's name. I have attached letters to it, which is YAH space HA, so that you will recognize it when you see it. But that is my Father's name. His name is a sound, the Most High, the one and only potentate. I am the Angel Gabriel. I'm referred to as the strong angel. I'm referred to as the one and only Son of the living Creator, the Most High. I am the one sent. I'm the one that laid down my life and come to resurrect you. The reason that you need to be resurrected because Satan was given 25,000 years to have access to you. Now, mind you, be careful, he only had access to you. Satan never had the power or authority to make you do anything. So we aren't dealing with the devil made me do it. He presented things to you by the eyes. He presented things to you by taste. And he presented things to you by feel. But it was always up to you to make the decision as to receive it or to reject it. But in 25,000 years, when it ended, my Father and I looked, and you had not overcome Satan. So my Father gave you another 1,000 years. And at the end of 1,000 years, total of 26,000, you were still moving backward and further away from my Father and I, and none was looking to return. So then my Father decided to send me. I am his strong angel. I am his arm. I am his voice. And if you read into your Bible, go and look at the book of Revelation, and you read it from the 5th chapter, verses 1, 3, verses 4, verses 2, and verse 7. Now, in this order only, I will repeat. Revelation, the 5th chapter, verses 1, verses 3, verses 4, verses 2, and verses 7. And this chapter, reading this, will open a vast amount of knowledge to you as to what you have been doing in these churches and the people who claim to know God this day. You will see that I am the only being, not just the only person, but I'm the only being that can come across the great divide from the Most High place to you. My Father told you, and you see it in the Bible, said there's a great gulf between you and him. So that's why he said, a body I've made for me, and I am that body that he created. So when you go into these churches which belong to Satan, they're all Satans. The preachers are Satan's boys. That's right. They don't belong to my Father and me. And they holler, God said this and God said that, and all these God said things, but why God speaking so much to him and don't speak to you? Most of you are better than the preacher, so why isn't God speaking to you? Because he doesn't speak to people. He has never spoken a word to any man, no matter what or where. So all these people in the church are lying to you. I am the only being that can come across the great divide. Not even my angelic brothers, whom I love so much and they're so awesome, but they couldn't come either. I am the one sent. That's right. So take a look back over your life at what you have been doing and who has been misleading you and keeping you in the rut of death. You see, you have been dead ever since Satan spoke to you. The first verse he spoke to you. And he told you, well, see, you didn't die. Yes, you did die. You lost your soul to Satan. He took your soul. That's right. And because you breathe and eat and do the things you do today, you say, well, we didn't die. Yes, you did. That's why I'm here. If you weren't dead, I wouldn't be here. I laid down my life in the most high place to come get you. Now, I didn't come here to die for your sins and your wrongdoing. No, that's some more misleading stuff too. You see, the Bible is not my Father's book. The Bible is written by evil and lying and deceiving men who are friends and associates of Satan. In the Bible, it contains verses and inserts that are plagiarized from the book of the law. And they wrap them up with fallacious phrases and apt expressions that would stand the test of you. So you don't question it because it sounds good to you. But again, you didn't obey my Father's voice. He said to you to prove all things, but you didn't. He told you to study, but you didn't. You should have read that book because most households have it from the time before you're born. All of you should have read the Bible because it's dealing with your soul and your livelihood and your eternal life. You should have read it word for word from cover to cover. I did. I did. I learned a lot from it, but I didn't learn to resurrect from it. My Father, because I'm his angel, put here, came down here into hell, was born of a female, not a woman, I'll teach you about that later, but of a female, and grew up. I was taken out, overcome this world, and sent back to get you. That's what that's talking about in the book, Overcome Hell. This is hell. That's right. And I've come for you. When I was a young fella, I told my mother, I said, I don't like this world. I didn't like it, and I still never did. And I told her, if Jesus is God, I don't want to go to heaven. And she said, why, son? I said, because heaven would be just like it is here. Because he died to set you all free with all the wrongdoing, the dirt, the killing, the murdering, the sneaking into people's houses, the cheating people in their labor, and the hating because a person don't look like you. Well, people around the world look different. You got a hell of a problem. You have one problem. Because there's so many nations that don't look like you. That's why my Father sent me. Because I'm able to overcome all these things and love all my children, my Father's children. That's right. I don't care what you look like. I want you to study. I wrote that blog for you, not for me. I didn't write it for my Father. I wrote my blog for you. Gabryal Mission.blogspot.com. GABRYALMISSON.blogspot.com. And if you go there and study as the Father told you in 2 Timothy 2:15, which almost anybody can in any church can quote it, then why didn't you obey it? That's right. It is written, search the scriptures. You didn't search them. It says, search them, for in them you think you have eternal. Now, mind you, you think you have eternal life, telling you that the book is not his. It's not. The Bible is not the book of redemption. And definitely is not the book of remembrance. Malachi 3:16. Go there. These things tell you that you have something to look for. You have something to search for and that you need to find. My Father told me, go write a book of remembrance for them that love him. That's right. Those of you who want to be righteous, who see this world and don't like what's going on, then go and study my blog and the book of remembrance, which will soon be published. But my blog is the key. It will resurrect you. It will teach you how to resurrect, teach you how to redeem your soul from Satan, because Satan has taken it away from onset. when he told you the big lie and you believed it. But see, when he told the lie that he said, that's not what destroyed you. What destroyed you was when you believed him. And once you believe him, there was a call made for you. Not of my Father, it was I. I'm the one that made the call. Because when you were in the garden, you were with me. Well, Satan got jealous and envious and said he could build a better world. Well, look at this hell. That's right. So when he said, he lied on my Father, and you believed him, and then I called to you. And I called to you, couldn't hear me, because why? See, nobody on earth know why you didn't hear me. You didn't hear me because we never spoke words in the most high place in the garden, in the kingdom. We never spoke words. We communicated through telepathy. So I knew that if you were still alive, you could hear me call. But if you were dead, you would not hear me call because you had lost your ability to speak through telepathy, which is only a divine being can do. So when you hear me, my Father and I knew that Satan had gotten to you. And then he came to you in a lion image, as a serpent. And see, today you don't know what a serpent is, so this book written is telling you about a serpent. So you get to look in these days at the polar snake. Snakes are innocent. That's right. During those days, when Satan approached you, what you call a snake, he was an asp, not a snake, not a serpent. And so you are killing this polar innocent animal because you thinking that he is a serpent. See, had you done your job again and studied as my Father told you to, you would have known that a snake is not a serpent. Serpents are males, are men, evil men. That's right. Serpents are men. So now you can begin to change what you think you know. This is why I put in on Facebook and in my blog, I did not come to argue with the ignorant about what they think they know, because you know nothing about my Father's business. That's why I'm here. You don't even know about Satan's business. You don't know the name of the devil you serve. Nobody on the planet know it unless I told him. That's right. The devil has a name. Just like you don't know my Father's name unless I told you, and a lot of you don't believe it now. But you don't know Satan's name either, and you served that joke all your days. Yeah, you served him. Even if you didn't want to, you served it. And the ones who didn't want to, those are the ones whom I come for, because you will change. You will hear my voice. As the Father said, when the day comes and you hear his voice, don't harden your heart. Otherwise, don't turn away. Check out what he teaches. Because my Father come down, he said, I come down with the voice of the archangel. And then he seals it in your mind again. He go to Isaiah 42:1. He said, behold, look at it. So someone my Father has sent this day that you can see, not a corpse. The Son don't die for the sins of the people of the world. That's right. Behold my servant, in whom my soul delighteth. So check it out. Then you know who's speaking to you. You see me, but there's somebody in there that is speaking to you. That's right. You aren't used to this. The world aren't used to this. That's why the world goes into a shock. And when it speaks of in the book about the earthquake, you go into earthquake because what I'm teaching you now is totally the opposite of what you've been taught all your life. You're running around here with this cotton picking religion. There's nowhere written that religious people are saved. Just the opposite. Religious people are damned. And the leaders are damned more than you. That's right. My Father told you about these preachers. You need to go to the book and read it. He told you about these cotton picking preachers. But you don't want to read that. No, you don't. You don't want to hear what I'm telling you. But it doesn't change a thing. You will either hear me or you will join Satan in hell. Because on August 8th, 1985, at 2 a.m., we threw Satan in hell. And he's been there ever since. And then my Father opened my eyes seared my consciousness, and sent me. That's right. He said, now go and tell my people. Notice he didn't say the people, because some of you going with Satan. But all that want to rise and all that want to do right and become righteous will come to me. I am the way. I am the door. I'm the pillar to the temple. I am the light bringer. Lucifer never brought you no light. When you call Lucifer, devil can't bring you light. I bring you light. I bring you the truth. The light is the truth, and I bring that truth. Nobody else. There's nobody else in existence ever that can do what I'm doing now and tell you what I'm doing. Because the book of the law was written by me. My Father dictated, and I wrote it. Long before there was anything else, it was just he and I. And then my Father goes on to tell you how long I've been with him. Look in the Bible, you'll find it. That's right. Look in the Bible, you find how long I've been with him. That's right. How we are, that I'm faithful to him. He tells you, the Bible goes on to tell you how I'm made. So obviously you refer to me as the angel Gabriel. That's fine. I love my brother. So, but I am more than an angel. The Father said he is made much higher than the angels. So you have to look at who's talking to you. That's right. So quit sleeping. You are the sleeper. And you're sleeping because you have accepted what Satan teaches and Satan has done to the world without a challenge. So you're sleeping. Black folks, you are in a coma. You're in a coma. You went through slavery, and then you come out and worshiping this white God, blue eyes and blonde hair, and you don't even question it. You're just plain stupid. That's foolishness. You need to check out what my image is in the book. That's right. My instructions is in the book. My occupation is in the book. That's right. The color of my skin is in the book. My hair is in the book. The Son come promoting the Father. Whatever that is that you call Jesus or whatever the name is, it come promoting itself and would have said, if it could, would overthrow my Father. Trying to set his butt down on my Father's throne. You can't do that, boy. Nothing can defeat my Father. Me, I love my Father. I love him. That's why I worship him. That's right. And I serve him all day. Forever I serve him. You all didn't even look at if you had done ethnology. Most of you don't even know what ethnology is. Have you studied ethnology and studied when the alphabet come to be? You see the name Jesus didn't even exist. The name came about in the 18th century. The J came about in the 16th century. It didn't even say, so how old is your God, so to speak? You all got to be fooled. That's why you're the prodigal son. You've been going home too long. You've been going home too long. So long that you can't see your way back. And it is written that you would have willingly eaten with the swine that you've been going so long. Well, let's take a look at what you're doing. No, you wouldn't. You didn't willingly would have eaten with the swine. You eat the swine. Every day you eat it. You even eat his guts. How filthy can you be? That's why it's written that you are like filthy rags. Because you eat the swine, you literally eat his guts, his feet, his snoot, and all the parts of the swine. You eat it. It's in you. You need to purge. Not only you have to purge your body, and then you need to purge your being. That's right. Get rid of that spirit that is in you. Anything that is spiritual is dead. You need your soul. Everything spiritual is dead. You didn't know that either. That's right. It's dead. So you are the prodigal son that been going so long. You've lost your way. Yellow brick road couldn't lead you back home because you can't see it and you can't follow it. You can't see it. You've been gone from home too long. Your minds are seared into evil and wrongdoing and serving Satan. Well, I tell you, your master is in hell. We put him there. That's right. That's right. And at the hour that I am born, I'm born into this world at 2 a.m. and I'm born in the resurrection at 2 a.m. when we put that boy away. That's right. It's another thing they did. And in the book of the law, they knew that I would be born on December 13th. Why you think only the 13th were tabooed with you? Everybody, oh, Friday the 13th or the 13th here, there. And you know there's no 13th floor in high rises. There's no 13th seat on airplanes. So what they did was try to frighten you away from me when I come, because you worship in a day which don't even belong to the devil you worship on that day, and that's Christmas. That's how Satan locked you in with Christmas. He locked you in and sealed you down. Then he got rabbits laying eggs. A rabbit laid eggs, you put him in the soup. That's right. He even stole the day he used for Christmas. That day was a day of celebration of hard-working people. Now, they did a whole lot of unseemly things on that day, but it was their day. Then he took it and threw in some theatrics and from circuses and the magic show that it said that if you want to convince people anything into lies, throw in a little magic. So it threw a lot of magic into the book so that you would believe it. Christmas with reindeers flying. Big fat man with a red suit going down every chimney. You believe such food. And you teach these lies to your children, and you expect your children to come up telling you the truth and obeying you. They realize that you've lied to them for so many years. And when you put out lies, all you're going to get is lies and deceiving and deception back. You plant a thorn bush, what you think you're going to get? Apples and oranges, peaches, plums? You're going to get thorns. So this is what you've done to society. And Satan only started it. And now you take it on your own and continue with your children so they can't rise. Without me, they can't rise. Because you've lied to your children. You never took time to stop and look at what the damage of Christmas do to the world. That's right. Christmas caused people to get killed. Christmas caused people to become criminals. Christmas caused people to become abandoned. Christmas caused people to shoot people and it caused people to divorce. Christmas caused people financial hardship. Christmas caused people to lose their home. Christmas caused people to lose their cars. Christmas caused people to lose their jobs. Christmas caused people to lose their mind. And the list is long. You've never stopped to look at what you do. Satan has led you straight into hell. I'm here to shortcut it and cut him off, which he's gone, and to turn you around. You need to turn not 180 degrees. You need to turn 360 degrees. It is written, you will hear a voice, which the voice is mine, telling you to turn, to come this way. And I'm not a still voice. I speak loud. And I speak very positive. And I'm very serious. Children of the Father, take a look. You've been taken down the garden path. And the garden path don't give you the fruit of plenty. That's right. The garden path that you've been led down has a drop door that leads straight to the pit of hell. I've come. I've laid down my life, left myself with my Father and with my brothers, and come here in this body and with this name to get you. Even my earthly name, which was given to my mother, name is Alvester. You'll find it in no book or tablet on earth. It's unlisted. That's right. So I'm here that you have the opportunity to resurrect. I'm come that you might have life. Now, mind you, might have life. And you can have it more abundant. You don't have to struggle. As the scriptures tell you, riches come with me. I teach people how to thrive and how to overcome. And I've taught many. The government's been on my back for a long time. They tell you that the government's on his shoulder, will be on his shoulder. Well, I've been watched from the time I was a baby, from the time my mother said that she was carrying a special child. The Son, the messenger, messenger, other word, Messiah, this means messenger, nothing special about it. Messiah means messenger. I'm the messenger. That's right. And the messenger would be an untimely birth. Now you figure that out. I am an untimely birth. That's right. So there are many ways that you can prove who I am. You need to get to know me. That's right. I only introduce myself to you. You don't know me. So you need to study so you get to know my Father and you get to know me. And when you do that, you'll be on your way. That's right. And there you find out that my Father, because you built so many temples to Satan and you give us much to Satan, in the book tell you that you have a ransom to pay. It doesn't put a dollar figure on it because a vagrant might give $1 and save his soul. That's right. So there's no figure. There's no 10% laid on you because when you were in the kingdom, there were no money. Money did not exist. So my Father didn't tell you give 10%. That's the preacher doing that. He's robbing you. The preacher is lying to you. He robbed you. He take your money. He bust up a lot of your families. That's right. Take your livelihood and then he take your soul. It is written, because my Father knew what you were coming into, this money-driven society. It is written that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children. So now, especially black folks and poor folks, you have no generational wealth because of your habits, because the preacher has it. Even to you that didn't go to church, your forefathers, you with your mother's same, went to church. When I say father, that don't mean male. Your forefathers went to church and gave your money to the preacher. So that is a violation when the money is supposed to be put aside for you and the generation after you. But now the preacher got it. So you have no generational wealth. When they gave that money away, they were giving away your wealth. And it's been being done for years. That's right. The preacher has it. He's greedy. He's a liar. And he is damned. He is the damned preacher. Don't you all look and see? It's in the book. Some of the stuff was left for you. You don't have the whole book of the law, but a lot of it was left for you. And had you gone through and looked at these things, you would have changed. But you didn't. You didn't. You're stiff head. You're stiff neck and hard head. So you didn't. You go on your own way. You love wrongdoing and bad living. That's right. And the devil didn't make you do it. You did it yourself. You were to blame. So children of the Father, you're still the children of the Father, good or bad. And I've come here because I know that you were misled. So I've come to alert you. That's right. I've come to warn you. I've come to tell you, to teach you. Because my Father loved you and so do I. We both love you. And he loved you enough that he sent me. I'm my Father's child. And another thing you don't know, that we have watched you. You weren't alone. We watched you the whole time. We watched over you. Even when you didn't know us, it's in the book. We watched you. That's right. And made sure that you could make it to this day so that you would have the opportunity to resurrect. You have the opportunity to live. So go to my blog, Gabryal Mission at blogspot.com, and study it and come back to my Father and I. In there, I have a Gmail. You can ask, don't be afraid to ask any question. You cannot ask a question that I can't answer. That's why I'm well prepared by my Father. My brothers love you. They're looking at you. Now, they can't come this way now, but they have their, when this thing is over, this judgment day is a season. Not a day, for it's a day everybody be lost. It is a season giving you time to study, to change, and to make up your mind whom you want to serve. Whether you want to serve my Father Yahweh and I, or you want to continue serving Satan who is in hell. So you need to take a look at what you're doing. Take a look. That's right. Start to love each other. Do each other right. And stop looking at somebody who don't look like you like they're crazy or something. And stop starting all this confusion because somebody's brown, somebody's white, somebody's yellow, somebody's red. I love every one of you. It doesn't matter to me. I'm interested in you making it into the kingdom. I'm the doorkeeper to the kingdom. My Father Yahweh love you, and so do I.